All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to our workshop for the GSA, the Graduate Student Association at the University of Waterloo, Around the World Digital Quilt Workshop. Today we have myself. I am Cindy Young. I am the GSA VP of Administration, and we are joined by
Yeah, hi, I'm Nabia and I'm the International Student Coordinator for GSA, and we are here to discuss about the various ideas for digital quilt, and we are excited to see you all for your submissions.
Yes. So we're just going to give a short introduction as to what the quilt is all about. It's a fun and sort of new initiative that we're working on. And then we'll go into a little brainstorming session between Navya and I on how to think of ideas for submitting to the quilt.
Okay.
In short, our digital quilt, you can find the information on our website. We'll provide a link, but essentially it is about you graduate students, us graduate students at the University of Waterloo, submitting a piece to the quilt that would represent where you are in the world right now. So this could be as abstract or as I guess literal as you'd like. But we'll go through the process of kind of thinking about both those routes. So it's a digital piece of 1080 by 1080 pixels. So like an Instagram post, that's a 1:1 ratio kind of square that you would be submitting. You can submit it to either Navya directly to her GSA-international at uwaterloo.ca email, or you can hashtag and at us at the GSA account on Instagram in order to submit it. And what is this submission? So the submission is a poem, it could be a short story or a painting, a drawing, or a photograph that you've taken. Any kind of creative piece that you want to submit, it just has to fit on this 1:1 ratio 1 sort of square, and you submit it by March the 8th at noon, and then we'll include it into the quilt, and then we'll do a grand reveal on Instagram stories on March 18th at 12 p.m. And so we invite all students to submit a piece, and we're very excited to see the full quilt all together and it being pieced together in some way, maybe in like a grid format on a all over one page. So we can see how we're still connected during this time, even though there's a pandemic. And so, yeah. Are you ready to get started, Navya?
Yeah, sure, I'm excited.
Okay, so I will start sharing my screen. Okay, how's
You can
this?
say.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Navya, how about we start off with you? I'm gonna write your name in the
Sure.
center.
Yeah.
Okay, and apologies if my writing is not perfect. I do have a
But
writing
it's
pad.
digital writing, it's fine.
Yeah. Okay, let's start with you. So when I ask you the question, specifically describing like where you are in the world right now, what kind of pops up in your mind?
I stay near to university. I stay close to university though.
Okay. So you're already here in Canada.
Yeah.
Navya is an international student.
Yes.
And you are experiencing the nice snow that we have today.
Yeah, extremely experiencing through the windows.
But not going outside.
No.
Okay, so this is where you are physically.
Yeah.
How do you like your experience living near the university and being seeing the snow during this time of year? How do you feel about that?
Should I say like pre-COVID and post-COVID like scenarios?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, if it's like pre-COVID scenario, it was like more engaging because this was like all of students. I would say engaging. I use
Okay.
that term because it's like full of students and we have like lots of activities in the universities that's going on. And if it's post-COVID, I would say silent.
It is getting silent. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, just from this, you could even submit something that's like showing like how you're feeling right now, like a comparison between before when you're on campus and engaging with other students, and then how you're kind of trying to do that now. Or like just maybe you find like the silence to be good in the sense that you have time to think and more to yourself and connect with people in other ways.
Yeah, that's true. I think we can also add in our quilt maybe a card from people, like how are they feeling,
Yeah,
and then make it in an Instagram post. So
they
I think
can
like do it in a quilt.
they can submit how they're feeling for the quilt. Yeah. How you're feeling. Okay. Oh goodness. Okay. How do you feel about the weather, the snow, about describing like where you are right now? You're in Canada. There's snow everywhere.
Yeah.
Today's
I'm not a snow
especially.
fan. I like to see it from outside because it's so white.
Oh, let me read snow.
Yeah. So, but like, I don't like to go out and then stay in that because it's my second winter. Maybe because of that, my
Oh,
excitement
okay.
of snow is over.
Oh, I see. I see. Oh, okay. That's interesting.
Yeah.
During your first winter, were you a little bit more excited about it, like seeing it?
Except the classes in the morning.
Yeah, like walking through the snow, right?
Yeah, walking through the snow and the classes starts around 8. You have to wake up from your cozy bed. It's like very tedious task. But right now I like virtual classes on that perspective because I don't have
Yeah,
to go out.
that's true. I remember like trekking through like campus, and it can get so slippery and so cold when it starts
Yes.
snowing. And yeah, it could be worse during the morning. So maybe we could do something like untouched snow. Like now there's like less footprints. Like if you wanted to submit
Yes.
like a drawing or a photo of paths you
What do you
usually
see
take.
outside the window probably?
Yeah. Untouched snow.
Or like if they want like go out and then make a snowman or like whatever like
Yeah,
creations out of it, even that can be a submission.
that's right. I like it.
Actually, like we can create snow at home without taking the snow. Like you can use baking soda and then I think shampoo. If you mix it together, you can make like virtual snow.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe we can do a little workshop on that. Okay, so
We should.
what's that called? Artificial snow.
Yeah.
Maybe for students who are not in Canada right now
Yeah,
or
they
in
can make
a
like
snowy
small
area.
snowman.
I'm gonna just draw a snowman then. All right.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow. That's cool.
Really?
I can draw it on paper, but like digital drawing with like mouse, it doesn't happen for me.
And we'll do a little like session right after this on Canva. It's a free online platform you can use to create your piece if you want. And you don't have to go through, you can do digital art and draw things and even use this whiteboard option, but there are other types of resources that
We
you
can
can
create
use.
posters too.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they can add like a picture which they intend to, and then add a card too in that.
A card?
Yeah, like rather than just the cards, like the statements they just want to like mention, they can add pictures as well as cards through Canva, right?
Yes.
creating posters. Yeah.
Yes, we can show that afterwards. And like, you can not just have like a single photo. You can make like what's it called? A mosaic of a photo and maybe quotes and
Captions. Yeah.
All right, let's see what else. Oh, let's talk about you in university again. Even though it's like more silent, are you finding like different ways to connect with friends, with other grad students?
Yeah, like through the virtual, it's mostly like virtual activities. But since I stay in university residence, I just feel more connected to university.
I see. Yeah, you could even do the CLV. There's a new logo out, right? It's like
yeah.
I saw it on the Instagram. I can't draw it. I think it was like something like a little monster.
Yeah, sure. Let me pull up the picture.
So you still have a community from that.
Yeah,
it's great.
Like you live in the middle of like all graduate students, so it's like a sense of like student oriented area. Yeah. Yeah, here is our like sea monster.
Oh, that's so cute. Okay, yes, that's exactly it. I gave him two little things out of the water, but body pieces out of the water. Okay, let's think about what else. So where you are in the world right now, and we kind of talked about like more physical, but do you have any thoughts of like not physical, like more in your headspace, like your work environment could be physical, but like how have things kind of changed because of COVID that you might want to use to answer this kind of question?
I would say I'm learning more virtual activities right now, like using different platforms, how to connect like virtually, like how we have our like series on like how to connect with students, network virtually. So
Yes.
it's like engaging, learning new things, which we would not have learned if it was like in person, I guess.
So increased learning. And you're talking about our building your career remotely series.
Yeah. And it's like really beneficial to all our international students because we know like different ways in which how we can network virtually, how to interact with them. And then our series is like building upon like various steps to do it, which we hopefully like, I think all the international students who are currently in their home countries, when they're over here, it will like be very beneficial to them.
So learning, I like that, like as a community, and really like this is an important time where we can learn from one another and our experiences. Yeah. So I'm going to draw a map. This is, I guess, the North and South America. And it
you want to connect them virtually?
Yeah, we have people connecting virtually around the world. In that session, we had people from international students talking about their own experiences, right?
Yeah.
So learning from a whole bunch of people. I like that. Let's see, virtual learning. So you feel like you learned more.
Yeah, like the digital, the use of different virtual platforms.
Okay, I'll
which
just
is
draw
actually very interesting.
A computer. Okay. And you've taken courses online, right? As a grad student?
Yeah, my main courses are done, but like few courses online I have.
Even if you wanted to like show your setup and share like how that's working out. What's usually in your setup?
Like, it was like pretty much difficult to say, but like I have my desktop, my system, it's like interconnected. I just like take laptop and then go downstairs to work at some time rather than sitting in the room, because whole day sitting in the room is a little bit distracting.
I see. So making your own workspace, right?
Yeah, so I just go downstairs because I have a roommate for this term. So sometimes she works sitting on the like common area. So if I go and then sit over there, I also feel like, okay, I have to work rather than like wasting my time.
Okay. So if you're able to have like a roommate or someone within your circle, and kind of promoting each other to work.
Yeah, rather than sitting alone for a whole day. Like you can search for like at least the initial days it was fine, but after that it's the same routine that goes on, which gets you like distracted and boring. So this is kind of good, like changing places, which I always do. Like I don't sit in one place, I just like roam around the whole area. And I do the same thing when I get bored too. Like I rearrange whole of my room weekly because I don't have anything to do at sometimes. So I just rearrange.
I do that too, but out of stress. I call it like stress cleaning and stress organization. And you feel like you're in a brand new place afterwards.
Exactly.
Going to do that. My comprehensive exams just ended, so I'm gonna probably, that reminds me to do that. Yeah. What is your drink of choice when you work?
I usually drink warm water.
Okay.
And green tea is like one of my favorites.
Oh.
Yeah.
I decided to change my A's.
I was a very big coffee fan.
Yeah.
Still now I am, but I'm trying to reduce it because it keeps me awake all day.
Oh yeah, me too, actually.
Yeah.
It gives me the jitters, but I am fully dependent on coffee right now. Okay. All right, I like this. What else is in your workspace? Are you like the type of person to have like papers all around or?
Oh no, I have like this notepad that we used to have. Like I just write everything whenever I feel to if it's something like the task that I need to, or like some random thoughts.
Like that.
Or like some positivity. And I even have this board, like I'll show you.
That's like a whiteboard, right?
This one, yeah. Like
cool.
The pin board.
Okay, okay. You could even write a message in there and take a picture.
Sure. This can be one of our quick submissions.
Exactly. So do you have like a inspirational piece that's on that board? I'm going to make that bigger. Or like, what do you usually put on the board?
It's like most probably I used to, like something that I always have over here in my room is like stay positive, smile, and be you.
Oh, I like it. Okay. This is going to be hard. Stay I'm just going to do positive.
And then a smiley.
Smile.
And be you.
And I'm going to do a B.
Yeah.
Like a literal, an actual B. And B. This could be a new quote.
Yeah.
You. So you can, so you have a little whiteboard for your notes and then a nice inspirational board. And then you could take a picture of that and submit it. That is totally okay because it's you in your state right now.
And I even have this on my list. Like this is from our Warrior Recreation. Like once I got like when I initially came in, like sometimes when I look on like straight onto my notice board, I can feel like, okay, along with work, I have to stretch a little bit.
Yes, physical exercise and stretching during this time is really important. Yeah, I like that. I maybe we could do like a little reminder piece up here about your little stretch techniques. I bet they're mostly in a chair too. All right. I think we have room for one more kind of idea.
What can it be?
What kind of activities do you enjoy typically?
Hearing music.
Music. Oh, I like that.
Like, yeah, I play like music all the time whenever I'm not in a meeting. But like it's both advantages and disadvantages in the sense. Like sometimes when I work, I play by the side, but I may not be more interested in academic work at that time. Then I'll go directly to YouTube and then sit and watch that, which is distracting at times.
Yes, but a good release if you can plan it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's put music I don't know music. I don't know how to read music, so I don't know what this would be, but yeah, I like it. So you could submit something to describe, like maybe it's like your favorite line from one of the songs that you've been listening to, or like some lyrics from
or they can
some
like
songs
give
you can
us their
recreate.
favorite playlist actually.
A list of their favorite playlist. Favorite playlist. Anything to describe music. All right, I like it. What do you think, Navya?
This can be like one of our great quilt. Like people can replicate this one and then like answer various questions.
You can make like 10.
Yeah, or else like two friends can sit together and make something like this.
Yeah. And think it, like brainstorm and then decide on what they want to submit.
And then just take a screenshot and then like submit.
All right, so I'm gonna save this for you so you can use it for yourself. All right, feel free to ask me questions.
Yeah, you want to circle it? Perfect. Yeah. So I'll ask you the first question. How do you feel in this present situation?
Good question. I think at first it was really tough. So I was always going to the School of Pharmacy in my office and with other lab members and physically seeing them and going down for coffee during lunchtime and like taking like physical breaks, but there's no type of reminder anymore when you're like at home. And I was going like back and forth to my family in another city and then coming back here. And that itself was a good break, but I needed a reminder that like, how can I still do work and balance my life and still, function during this time over the pandemic. So that was a lot of the beginning. And then how I feel now is, like most things, I end up trying to get used to it and adapting. It happens to me every single time when I enter like a new position or like volunteering or working or like changing different programs, starting a new semester or term. There's always like that lag. So I think it's like about understanding yourself, like getting to knowing yourself more and like being kind to yourself. So I knew like I would have that lag period and it might be even longer because of COVID. So I'm just going to put that down. I'm going to put, I got to know myself.
How are you feeling?
Yeah. How I was feeling.
This is a time to reflect for yourself.
Yeah, I like that word, reflect. I would even like, I like drawing. So I could even have like a mirror and draw myself like looking like very like literal of a sense it's kind of abstract.
Yeah, I like it because it's like I don't usually reflect back to myself, but there will be some certain activities which like kind of focus you to reflect yourself, which is actually good. Like you can see what ways you improved as well as like where you want to improve.
Exactly. So yeah, like ways I ended up adapting is really forming like an online community of friends and checking in on them, on one another. I think that was important. And thinking about like what can help me during this time or what would make others happy during this time. I think that was like a really big thought on my mind and led me to potentially getting a cat. So I'm gonna put that down too. Yeah, I hope to get a cat from this or any kind of pet that I can take care of during this time.
Wow. Do you have a name in mind?
I do. The name I have in mind is Pogo, and it is short for something in Cantonese, Pogong, which means
Okay.
dandelion. So
Oh,
that's what the name would look like this. Short. So the name is Pogo.
wow.
So when my family immigrated to Canada, like that was one of they didn't know this was a weed. They thought it was like a nice plant,
That's nice.
flower. And they're like, oh, where can I grow that? No, now they know it can grow anywhere and they don't want it. So, and I used to have a fear of this form of the dandelion, like when
Yeah.
it's a seed and growing.
Yeah.
And I just think the name is cute. So the name would be Pogo.
Wow.
Have you had thoughts of getting a pet?
I like them to see like in a distance, not too close.
Okay, well, you can see mine through Zoom after
Yeah,
I get
true.
one.
Yeah, I enjoy like seeing the pets either virtually or like at a distance, but not too close because I'm a little bit afraid of them. But I like rabbits because back in my home I had like small bunnies, but not right now.
Oh, nice.
But
Yeah,
my
rabbits are
parents
real
take care
cute.
of them.
I
Yeah.
see. So yeah, I'd also maybe do like a network of friends as well and supporting each other during this time. It looks like a virus, but it's not. It's not. It is
Actually,
connected.
like it looks the shape of corona, but still
It
it
is
has that like
related.
inner meaning of connectivity too.
Yeah, maybe it's a double, like, yeah, it has two meanings. All right.
Yeah, so my next question will be like, is there any new habits that you developed during this work from home?
I think it taught me a lot about like self-care and how important that is. So every night I now have like a cup of tea. So that's my go-to now. It's new habits, planning out like exercise routines and trying to stay healthy that way, even though it's so hard to keep to them, but making them is a good idea, and trying to fit in even like a few minutes of a day trying to do exercise. So I
Yeah,
just draw
that's
my
true.
yoga mat here.
Wow.
And new habits.
Any new cooking skills?
Oh,
Gardening?
I have been cooking more. I've been learning through YouTube how to cook more dishes, like curry dishes, for example.
What is the most successful one that you have tried?
I think it's like yeah, it definitely is this one. It's these are chopsticks. A Japanese omu rice. It's like fried rice inside, and then on top like a nice fluffy egg, and then
Oh, okay.
sauce on top. That's one of my new things that I learned, and I think my next stage is to go into baking. In terms of like, my friend gave me my first plant,
Wow.
so I'm learning how to grow plants.
That's great. I like plants, but I don't know. I'm not a plant person. It doesn't grow like properly. Maybe I water them too much. It's because like I overcare them.
Yeah, I learned that you have to research them a lot, and there's different types, and
Yes.
like in terms of sunlight and water. So yeah, like each of these is its own little project. So yeah, that's like some of the new things
Exactly.
that I've learned to do. And I think
That's
I could definitely like recreate my new plant, or like one of my dishes with watercolor. Yeah, that sounds like a fun activity.
yeah, that's true. It's like, how about your sleeping cycle during this time?
It's actually been the same. At first, it was really hard, as I mentioned. The transition was
Yes.
hard. So at first, I would have like a sporadic sleep schedule. But then afterwards, getting used to things again, and like working with the GSA helps because it makes me alert.
Yeah.
Got to get up in the day and do some
Do the
work.
like work activities in proper time.
Yeah. And then, yeah, so I think it took time to adjust to the time, but yeah, this is my
Yeah. How do you feel like when we connect with our international students who are in their own home countries with their like different timings, different time zones?
Yeah, I can't imagine like what it must be like to attend courses at like really late at night, and trying to, I recall you telling me like your peers are like readjusting their own schedule to attend school and classes. So I can imagine that to be hard. I can also imagine like for like now courses are like synchronous and asynchronous. So that might be difficult too. And each has its own difficulties and benefits. So yeah, I also got really used to Zoom and taking courses online and learning online. I think that actually helped. I think I'm better at learning online and realizing like how educational it could be.
Yes.
And also like paying more attention to the news that's online and using more of that online format. So I'm also going to do a laptop.
Yeah, that's cool. Do you think like it's one of the greatest accomplishments that you have done, like more than it was like in person? Because if it was in person, you have to physically go to the place and then attend it. But right now you can sit at home and adjust your time slots accordingly for attending like multiple things.
Yeah, I do. I think there are certainly advantages in that, and I'm able to choose like different workshops that I want to attend. And because some courses are asynchronous, I can watch them and plan it on my own. So that was nice. I'll do a little calendar for that.
Wow. What exciting thing that you foresee, like when we have the in-person activities back?
I can't wait to even just see a room full of people again. I want to attend conferences. I love traveling.
Yes.
So I think that will be one of the great things that I look forward to again. So traveling, going to conferences, um, looking at landscapes and sceneries from other countries, and experiencing food and all of that. And then just like in terms of like events and social gatherings, like when we get to do that again, it'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's great. Maybe we could also like try when we have like the in-person activities back, like gathering our international students together, like sharing their experiences.
That would be fun. I'll do another one of these.
Is there a place that you would like to travel? Like we are looking forward to?
I think Hawaii is one of them. I would like to go to a warm place, especially during this time. But I'm not as averse to the snow like you, but I would like that. And possibly Italy, some areas in Italy and Greece. Yeah, I could. I think I could see even this like traveling, and I could even write up like a piece or a poem that reminds me of like of traveling and experiencing new things.
Wow, that's great.
New
Maybe you can share
things.
pictures of your past travel pictures, like sharing your nostalgic moments.
Yep.
Like coming back to your home work setup, like what do you love most about your home?
My home.
Yeah.
I like
How
it.
do you spend most time in system?
Yeah, I think like it's become like a really solid base to go back to. Like you're always here actually, so you're not really going back to anything, but you really like get to know your home and like how to make use of it in order to create comfort, and it becomes like a kind of like safe space during this time.
So
I can do a little home. All right, I think we have enough here.
yeah.
And I can already imagine what I might be submitting.
Sure.
So once you get into Canva is, you type in canva.com into your web browser, and you're able to select like what size of canvas that you want to work on. And so this is the Instagram size. I believe on the right hand upper corner, you can choose like what size you want. I'll just show you like what the differences are. So there's Instagram stories, there's Twitter posts that you could do, but essentially you can, if you go to the Instagram one, it gives you 1080 by 1080 pixels, which is what we want. So after that, you can, let's just say we're going with the theme that my place in the world right now, how I'm feeling and everything is, I really want to travel. And so I will start like putting together like a piece board on traveling, for example. And in elements, you can choose different vector designs on what you're interested in. And I've chosen one here, and maybe you can choose other ones, different designs here. Yeah, there's writing you could do. I would love to take pictures and go on adventures. You can put in text. So
try different foods.
Sorry, say that again, Navia?
Maybe trying different foods.
Yes, I could do that. So maybe like that's what food, and then I will find a picture of food. Yeah, so this is just like a really simple example. And you can use this as like a template and add like a collage of things, or you can make it a single design that you want to upload yourself and then just put it on the Canva board. And yeah, I think this would, anything else that students might want to know for Canva and how to use it?
I don't think so, because like once they get into it, they have enough time to like explore, because we have like various styles, backgrounds, how we have like the editing tools. So it will be like fine, I guess.
Okay.
And we can also like add our personal photos by uploading the pictures.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. All right, so that concludes our tutorial, a really quick, brief tutorial on Canva and the sort of programs that you can use to submit your piece. You don't have to use Canva, you can use whatever you want. Or you can just submit a photo, just make sure it's the right size. And then we look forward to your submission. Remember, the deadline is on March the 8th at 12 p.m. at noon. And our review will be on March 18th at noon. So yeah, we look forward to it.